My name is Patrick Grenter, and I'm the Executive Director of the Center for Coalfield Justice. The Center for Coalfield Justice was founded in 1994. That was an all-grassroots group of individuals and organizations from southwestern Pennsylvania, southeastern Ohio, and northern West Virginia who were concerned about the impacts of underground coal mining in their communities. We're covering an area of several hundred square miles. In fact, the majority of our work is related to a single coal mine in Greene County that is well over 100 square miles underground. A true cradle-to-grave process, which is extremely destructive to the environment and public health throughout. Property values are lower where fossil fuel extraction occurs. People's water and air are not as clean as other areas. People suffer illnesses because of that. There's depopulation, which impacts the tax base, leading to schools to close as well. Just within Washington and Greene counties, you can experience the full life cycle of both coal and gas. Behind me, you can see what was once Duke Lake, and it's really a great example of what environmental injustice can mean in areas where fossil fuel extractive activities occur. More than 10 years ago, in July of 2005, Duke Lake was destroyed by the reckless operations of a coal operator just nearby here in Ryerson Station State Park. That coal operator evaded responsibility for more than 5 years before the state of Pennsylvania finally decided to force that operator to restore the lake that they destroyed. At that point, the Center for Coalfield Justice became involved in the process because thousands of our members and supporters use this state park every weekend. You know, we have members who tell stories of learning how to fish here. We have a staffer who fondly remembers coming here almost every day after school with her brother and sisters. That opportunity has been lost now for almost an entire generation of Greene County residents. Duke Lake remains empty despite there being a $36 million penalty put against that coal operator for their destruction. That is because the ground continues to be shifting. More than 10 years after it initially started to move. And if that's your home that's moving, that's an amount of stress, a real living nightmare. Holding that company responsible is a massive undertaking. It proved ultimately to be more than even what the state could handle by itself, but that is what motivates us, is to try and hold reckless and dangerous operators who are used to bringing their harm upon the communities in which they operate responsible for that destruction. We are really proud that we are truly representative and serving the communities in which we operate. The Center for Coalfield Justice would have never been able to take on the active role that it did in pursuing justice and the restoration of Duke Lake without the attorneys at Fairshake. Prior to using Fairshake attorneys, the Center for Coalfield Justice has had a pretty disappointing record with using outside counsel. And so again, the security of knowing that we have competent people that we can trust just a phone call away is invaluable for us. Taking on a coal company is a massive, massive undertaking. A tactic that the big companies use often is to try and bury their opposition in paperwork. So the attorneys at Fairshake help us take on this mountain of paperwork by bringing in their full team and their team of attorneys to bear. And in fact, we often have more attorneys than the opposition does. We are able to use the tools that they previously used to defeat us to defeat them. There are people here who are desperate for someone to take down this bully, and that is why we're here today and why we fight. And that fight would not be possible without Fairshake.